Hi, I'm Melanie Trent, and I am the chairperson for the Rocky Mountain chapter of the Foundation for Climate Restoration.
And I'm Hilda Berganza, Vice Chair of the Rocky Mountain Local Chapter. And today we're discussing climate restoration, what's been accomplished, and the road ahead. So in the area of climate change, we often hear two words, mitigation and adaptation. Mitigation is reducing emissions, and adaptation is adapting to climate change. Climate restoration is the third component. The Foundation for Climate Restoration is at work on restoring the planet to a safe and healthy state, with an atmosphere of less than 300 parts per million of carbon dioxide by the year 2050. One of our first accomplishments was that in June of 2017, the Foundation for Climate Restoration and Santa Clara County in California formed the County Climate Coalition, which is an effort to call on all the counties in the United States to rally around in fighting climate change. Soon after, other cities joined. In September of 2019, the Foundation hosted its first Climate Restoration Forum at the United Nations in New York City. Speakers included innovators, scientists, and many others. We had 500 people attend. And in September of last year, we hosted the second annual Climate Restoration Forum on Zoom, where we had 45 speakers and approximately 850 people attend.
In 2020, Pope Francis joined the climate restoration movement. In the World Day of Prayer address, he stated, "Climate restoration is of utmost importance." The formation of the Carbon Removal Task Force is another achievement this year. This is a global partnership of 32 organizations from different segments of the community and society coming together to look at the many ways that we can remove carbon from our atmosphere.
The Ocean Climate Alliance was another accomplishment. The oceans play a critical role in climate restoration and is the part of the world that has suffered the most with their greenhouse gases. The Ocean Climate Alliance was formed at the second annual Climate Restoration Forum, and it focuses on bringing ocean climate restoration solutions to the forefront with innovators, scientists, and others already working on various ocean solutions.
In addition, there is the formation of the Youth Leaders for Climate Restoration, formed in 2021. This program is for youth leaders aged 13 to 24 to obtain their certification in speaking and teaching about climate restoration. And then there's the grassroots movement. And make no mistake, this is a movement. We're out to spread the word everywhere around the planet about what's possible. We know that humanity really only addresses things when we think that they're actually possible. Well, it is. Another thing that we've observed is that when many states pass legislation, it often paves the way for similar national policy. From the policy perspective, procurement legislation incentivizes the use of carbon neutral or carbon negative concrete, which has the potential of sequestering billions of tons of carbon from the atmosphere. The Biden administration has earmarked $100 million for CO2 removal and also has a whole government approach where every agency has its own climate approach built in. In addition, there are tax incentives for carbon dioxide removal. We can own our future. If you just look at what humanity has done in the last year in terms of the vaccine, when we decide to do it, we can bring change. As opposed to just making it not as bad as it could be, what is the future and the atmosphere we want. This is a quote from Rick Parnell, a former CEO of the foundation. And interestingly enough, scientists do believe that we could actually restore our climate with less than its cost for the pandemic.
And with that, in November of this year, the UK will host the 26th UN Climate Change Conference of the Parties, COP26. This convening will bring over 30,000 delegates that includes heads of states, climate experts, and other. And our goal is to generate dialogues and actions that will bring climate restoration to the center of international climate change.
So use your voice, ask legislators, what are you doing to address climate change? Ask your energy company or private utilities, what kind of energy am I buying? Is my energy source renewable? Ask about your investments. Ask for what you want and use your voice. It works.
Be informed and join the movement. Download our handout and visit our website at f4cr.org for more information.
And to close, here's a quote by Dr. Waleed Abdelati, who is one of the scientists on the Biden administration's team looking at getting NASA in line with the current administration. And he says, I'm positive we can address climate change. When I look at the trajectory of humanity, the choice is still in our hands. I'm convinced we have the capacity to address the challenge. It could be humanity's greatest success story. Thanks.